Well, furry does sell.
Hello, everybody. Yes, what a wonderful line to open up on. Furry does sell.
That's a line that I'm sure John will be happy upon this.
Oh God.
All right. So
You need to do a countdown, Preston.
I did
Usually does.
okay.
He was just waiting for the right moment. Yeah.
I will,
that's
all right, there we go. Okay, so we got a cool script from Danny, so I'm looking forward to that. Meanwhile, I can show you some of my cool pencils from Palace of the Golden Princess, which we started after Lords of Iron, but this guy's just cranking it out. So.
Somehow, yeah. It's funny how that works, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not a bad thing.
No, I'm always happy to see it.
Yeah.
Okay, so here I will show you some work. Open. There you go. Not there. Here, I got all these tabs. All right. Share screen. Share. Okay, so here we go. This is page 1.
Oh.
So we got
very
cool,
nice.
We got cool tapestry here, and we got lady on her knees before High Priestess with circle and some
With
plungy
circle.
necklines with circle and plungy necklines. So here we go, dressed in the ceremonial garb of the High Priestess Samantha, fair, brown hair, mid-40s, stands offering up a large bowl of blood to the heavens. An altar to Viviac sits behind her with a dedicated place for the bowl. Do we have that?
It looks like it's there.
Yeah,
it's there.
Yeah, okay, I'm saying all right, fair enough. Her hands steepled in supplication. Queen Ark, a fair, blonde hair, late 20s, kneels before her wearing a simple white dress. Rachel, a blonde bombshell in her mid-20s, stands dressed in a formal black dress, holding hands with other women in a circle around the pair. A tapestry on the wall behind them celebrates Arika's rise to power by depicting a younger version of her slaying her husband. It shows a king on a throne being stabbed from behind by Arika, a demonic mark upon her forehead. Do we have demonic mark upon her forehead?
Well, I don't know if you can see that.
I don't know if you can see it. All right.
Yeah. But she is killing a king.
Very clever camera angle to draw that direction. I'm behind it 100%.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Who has covered his mouth with one hand, or no, who has covered his mouth with one hand and drags a dagger across the throat with the other. So we are seeing that. Cool.
Yeah.
All right, so that's panel. That is splash page 1. There we go. So that's
very nice.
That's page 1. What do we think?
Yeah.
So many.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very detailed.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what I want to see from my pencil. I want to see just a lot of stuff.
Just all important boobies.
So that your inker can just go over and just black it all over.
Just black
That's
it out.
right, yeah. Just black it out. Shade.
Yeah. Did you, I guess you learned a little bit of the early Ditko inker. I forget what.
Oh yeah. Ditko used to put this crazy detail into his work, and then the inker just came and washed it all away. Like fuck this shit. Yeah.
That looks like way too much work. Hold on. What if that crowd only had 3 people in it? What if
he was Comicsgate OG, so like yeah.
I love what you've done with this huge tech wall of technology. How about a clone?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Oh man.
So here we go. This is page 2. We're having some fun.
She looks like she's having some fun.
Yeah. I don't know. Samantha's POV looking down, mouth open, kneeling before her Arika looks up bluntly with blood drops trickle all over her face. What a nasty girl.
We really need some color in this page, I think.
Without color, this does not look safe for YouTube.
Oh man.
Page 2, same as panel 1. Blood drops pepper Arika's face as she smiles in joyous anticipation. Panel 3, same as panel 1. What?
Smiling in joyous anticipation.
All right.
Blood drenches Arika, nearly obscuring her.
Well,
shock.
At least she doesn't have like one eye closed in the third panel or something like that. Cause oh shit.
There we go. In panel 4, there we go.
Oh, that's
Arica,
cool.
hands raised in triumphant presentation. Samantha stands behind Arica. Arica's hands cling to her happy, rejuvenated, blood-covered face just below her eyes, where they recently wiped away the red. We did not follow that direction at all. But,
it's still really nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, that background is fucking phenomenal. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is why I put all the details in the scripts, because you know that tapestry is kind of cool.
Yeah. Hope they end up in the actual comic.
Yeah.
You just tell your anchor, like, no.
Yeah. The anchor will be like, well, tapestry, this is way too much work to ink. Hold on. They're standing in front of a blank wall.
I'll just put a sundial back there. Yeah.
The altar and tapestry in the background give testament to their evilness. Rachel stands in a prayer circle with other women wearing black dresses and holding hands.
Well, she got okay.
All right.
Okay.
So that's
good. Yeah.
that's page 2. Our party's already off to a decent start. Let's see. Let's go to page 3. I gotta go to Discord.
Page 3.
All right. Share screen.
Oh, here we go.
What's so funny?
Oh, I was looking at some of the pages I was formatting, and the pages where I was coloring, where I was listening to Lunga, are really frantic and angry looking. So it's like
you know what's gonna be horrible is if you get more your most praised for that, because then you're like, damn, now I have to listen to Lunga to do my best. I do my best work on Lunga.
I don't know if it's my best work or not, but yeah, it's just I was
so
just laughing at
anger.
I like this. The strokes got a lot more angry though, so I was like, okay, yeah.
All right, lances cross as two armored opponents on horseback ride towards each other in a jousting tournament. Wooden fencing, aka the tilt, separates the field of battle, aka the tilt yard, into 2 lanes.
Well,
so far, not bad.
Yeah.
The 180 centimeter, 80 kilogram opponent, wall of muscle, known as Thora, sits atop her black horse clad in heavy, ornate black jousting armor designed to limit mobility and maximize protection to the contestant while presenting a striking image to the audience.
Well, okay.
I would have wanted a little more ornate here.
Yeah.
If I can,
you want like Germanic. That's what you want. Yeah. Germanic armor is really ornate.
Yeah, more ornate. The shield in her left hand. All right, well, here, Danny, let me show you what I was thinking of when I wrote it, and see what you think of that. All right, can I do that?
Now, before you do this, do you remember that I have a degree in medieval literature and know my armor reasonably well?
Okay, cool. Well, this is fantasy armor, and this is like a fantasy story.
Okay. But it's usually based in real life, right? Huh?
No.
No.
All right, so here is
boob armor is not based in real life.
No, not boob armor.
No. Boob armor in real life is a liability.
Yeah. I just mean designs and whatnot are usually based off of real existing things in the beginning, and then changed to be completely unrealistic. There we go. Okay.
So this was a class of evil knight known as the Hell Knights.
Yes.
And that's kind of what I was referring to when
It looked like they're hunting for Frodo Baggins.
They
a little bit,
do a little bit.
Yeah.
So anyway, it was kind of impractical and really ornate. That was what I put in the script. How much we use that or don't use that, I don't know, but that's what I was thinking of at the time.
I think you should add the descriptor organic into it. that would maybe help a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know, because I feel like I want the armor to be more like goth armor, you know, like a little more gothy, a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, we could have some special armor later that's very gothy. Maybe if it's magical.
Well, later on, she's in governess armor, which is like hot Catwoman suit. But
there we go.
I would have a problem with that.
See, that's the cover.
Everybody
there,
loves
so.
hot Catwoman suit, but I still want kind of, I want like.
But remember, this is really like backing this up a little bit. This story is broadly based on D&D. So
yes,
broadly. The realm of like the D&D of the era from which it was from.
Okay.
Is on brand for I think what you're going for.
Okay. Fair enough.
Like this isn't like post World of Warcraft armor. This is Dungeons and Dragons classic.
Okay. As they pass, Thor's lance strikes Nestor dead center and unseats him. The lance shatters his lance shatters into pieces on her shield. Or wait. As they pass, Thor's lance strikes Nestor dead center and unseats him. His lance shatters into pieces on her shield.
Where is she striking him?
It looks like
she's striking him. Yeah, she's striking him in the shield and shattering her lance.
That's not right.
That's not right. Yeah.
That's not right. Change it now.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's not a big boo-boo. I mean, the dialogue will kind of make up for it, but at the same time, that's not what the script called for. I feel like he should fix that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's supposed to be hitting her and breaking into pieces.
Yeah. His lance should be shattering on her shield.
Okay.
She strikes him dead center, and then
it's nice, but it's like it's not right.
Oh, okay.
And I really like Queen Arica. Like she's good. Yeah.
That's very classic. That's
nice.
She's
got that classic '80s fantasy.
Yeah.
Femdom look to her. She looks great.
So it's a great cut on that dress too. So.
Yes, it's awesome. So good. Eric and Samantha converse while looking down at the battlefield as Thor waves from horseback with polite approval of the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
And then panel 4, Arica smirks at Samantha, who remains attentive.
Looks pretty good.
All right, so
it works.
Yeah, I would like panel 2 a little bit fixed.
At least it's the smallest one.
Yeah, I got to know it on panel 2.
Cool.
All right.
I'll fight you on it later once I reviewed the script.
Okay.
He's doing awfully detailed drafts.
That's what I like from my penciler. I always go for the penciler. Just give me the most.
Yeah.
The thumbs were actually much less detailed, and we're just like, here's all the stuff. This is the actual final.
Okay, that makes more sense because I'm like usually like you work this stuff out in thumbs, but yeah, that's cool. You probably wouldn't have been able to tell which person was hitting.
Right.
Who in the
Yeah.
thumbs.
Unlike the thumb, you're not going to tell where the lance is and all that stuff.
Gotcha.
It's like stick figure, or whatever. All right. So page 4, panel 1. A teenage male squire helps the defeated, unsteady Nestor to walk as he exits the tilt yard. Edmund, the confident returning champion, sits atop his white horse wearing ornate steel jousting armor and a shield, bearing the noble crest of his family line. His helmet visor open shows his face.
Yeah.
All right. Panel 2. Edmund sits atop his horse at one end of the tilt, while his witch is on his left, looking down towards Thor, his distant opponent. All right.
Yep.
Queen Arica lectures the pair from behind the railing on the lower region of the bleachers. She holds aloft a thin strip of white cloth with the seal of state in red on it. Seated behind her, the noble women and their companions watch. What do we think?
That's just panel 2, right?
Yeah, that's panel 2.
Yeah. It's there. Yeah.
It's there. All right.
Yeah.
Panel 3, Edmund looks to the distant Arica as she challenges him. I mean, we're really not getting the emotion I was going for in this one, because Arica is like asking Edmund, like, so you think you're gonna win? You think you're getting me again? Huh? You think it? And I wanted him to be a little, we can't see his face at all here. We're looking at the back of his head. What do we think, Danny?
Well, He's distinguishable by his armor, and so is what's her name?
Thora. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm okay with not revealing Edmund's face really until the that sort of where'd the magic go scene in the middle.
Okay.
Because it doesn't really matter. This is the introduction to Thora, and a couple pages later, like we really do focus on that.
Right.
Like, do we need to see Edmund's face right now, or his?
I mean,
or his thing, or like, will the dialogue solve it? I'm 90% sure the dialogue will solve it.
Dialogue is Arak is saying, "Do you expect to win that privilege again, Sir Edmund?" To which he replies, "I shall. Or it shall be my honor to win your hand once more, my queen." Yeah.
So we know who's Edmund and who's the queen. There's no doubt of what's going on there.
All right, very well. Panel 4. Here we go.
Look at that butt.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. There we go. Yeah.
Yeah. Having turned her back, having turned to face Thor, Queen Araka surveys the distant, intimidating Black Knight, whose visor still obscures her face, and says, I don't know. Then panel 5, turning back to Edmund, Araka looks at her distant would-be champion and gives him a playful taunt. Wow, look what knockers! Yeah, this Queen Araka is just all kind of awesome. I can tell the penciler is really getting into drawing Queen Araka.
The dress really fits. Yeah.
That's when I know like the penciler is enjoying the script. You know? So,
that's always good.
Always good. Let's see what we got next. No, we did that one. Share screen.
Kaboom.
Hold on, let me find the correct. All right. I got so many tabs open. Right now, I don't want lawsuit related things. Hold on. Where is it? Is it this one? Is it this one? Is it this one? It's not. Now I got.
What's that one?
Yeah. Now I got to open preview. Oh wait, here it is. Nope. This is Felicity Market. Open recent. House of Gold Princess. Here, let's reopen it. I like all the wood splinters. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Page 5, panel 1. Lances and shields at the ready. Edmund and Thor ride towards each other as the joust begins. Panel 2. Viewed from Queen Araka's point of view, she and the other ladies watch as the knights, which I misspelled, charge towards each other. Edmund rides in the top lane and heads towards the left of the panel, having contacted Thor's shield. His lance shatters into 7 wood fragments, which fly in all different directions.
Oh, more than 7.
More than 7, yeah.
Writing in the entire thing redrawn because it didn't. More than 7 fragments. Let's send it back.
7. Yeah. Riding in the opposite direction from the bottom lane, Thor's lance deflects off of Edmund's shield, but does not break. Both participants thrust their faces back and away from the debris. All right.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Yeah. All right.
It is point of view. Yeah.
There we go. Okay. Now we go to the next one. Let's see. Do we have more?
Yeah, we should have a couple more.
I think we do have a couple more. Yeah, we got more. Uh-oh.
Bling.
Bling. All right, page 6, panel 1. Having raised the visor of his helmet with his left hand, which still bears the shield. Look at that. Cool. Edmund frowns as he holds out his hand in anticipation of replacement lands being brought to him by Timothy, his late-teen squire, seen in the background.
Mm-hmm.
Panel 2. Edmund sits on his horse and looks down the lane at his far-off opponent, Thora, who leaves her visor lowered and ominously awaits the next charge. Sitting in anticipation, the eyes of the ladies in the court fall on the two opponents. Queen Arca looks directly at Edmund with her head cocked in a question of his ability. All right.
Yeah.
I love Arca. She's awesome. She's like every time she's on. Panel 3, medium shot. Queen Arca scrutinizes the viewer. She's so cool. She's
yeah.
That's so good. All right. Panel 4. Let's see. Reaction. Edmund's left hand bears his shield as it reaches up with his visor as he juts out his chin in defiance. Panel 5. Reaction before Edmund's visor slams down into place. Clink. And then panel 5. He rides towards the enemy, railing on his left as he brings his lance to bear on Thor, riding opposite. I don't see a Thora. I don't think. Are we missing a Thora? Oh wait.
Bottom center of the screen.
Yeah, she's there, but
yeah, she's there. All right, fair enough. All right, she's there. We see her. As long as we see her, I want to make sure we're seeing her. Oh, Thor goes down. Damn, I'm such a bastard. Why did I have to write stuff like that? Hold on. Hey, cool guy, what's up? Let's see, share screen. Going here. Boom. All right. Page 7, panel 1. From Edmund's point of view, his lance strikes Thor dead center as her lance deflects off to the side. Panel 2.
Let's send it back.
Yeah. Foreground profile of Thor as Edmund's lance unseats her. Background, Edmund rides opposite. Panel 3, viewed from above, Thor impacts the ground. Oof.
She's definitely impacted the ground.
It's more impacted, but whatever. Panel 4, his visor open. Edmund looks out in appreciation of the noble ladies and his queen in the bleachers, who responds by waving strips of ribbon in the air as he smiles in response. Sitting upright on the ground, Thor opens her visor as she tries to catch her breath. Sorry, Thora. Sucks to be you. Panel 5. Samantha smiles mischievously as she converses with a smug Arca. Okay. Loving it so far. Okay, where did my... window? No, okay. Oh, somehow I keep closing it. All right, page 8. Okay, here's where we get everybody's favorite character.
Kids.
Gretchen. Everybody loves Gretchen.
Everybody does love kids.
Gretchen is not Tits. Gretchen is the good girl who wants to please. Everybody loves that. Here we go. Panel 1. Gretchen, her young redhead squire, leads Thor's horse into the stable as Thor, slowed by her heavy armor, follows with her visor on her helmet raised. Panel 2. In the background, Thor's horse watches from the stall. What's up? In the foreground, Thor, seated, hands her helmet to Gretchen, who stands nearby, ready to place individual pieces of armor on a nearby rack. Okay. Panel 3. Gretchen helps Thor lift her breastplate off of her chest. Underneath her armor, 45 centimeter leather drape hangs from her upper body around her neck and obscures some of the black leather armor she wears. Panel 4. The breastplate armor from the last panel now sits comfortably on the rack with Thor's helmet and gauntlets. Okay. Yeah. Fair enough. We're putting the emphasis where we like it. Gretchen lifts the leather drape upward so as to cover half of Thor's face to reveal the top half of Thor's leather armor, which shows the ribbed corset armor worn by female police and authoritarian figures of the city. Above her breastbone, the armor holds a glowing red ruby to power enchantments.
I'll remind you that ruby was also very, very visible in her actual combat armor as well, which is great.
Okay.
And you can still see it on the panel across, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we can always tell where she was in that jousting scene.
Panel 5, seated. Thor helps Gretchen remove the bulky plate off of her legs. And then panel 6, free of the metal armor which Gretchen has placed, Thor towers over her normal-sized squire. I don't know. Is Thor towering enough? I guess so. I mean, she could be a little more. She could be a little.
I was okay with
tall
it.
is Thor is supposed to be.
I'm kind of going with the, with the some people who just really like the big strong ladies.
The Amazon.
Yeah. I'm not seeing an Amazon here. I would like.
Yeah.
Like a little more Amazonian, a little more big, hammer thrower kind of lady. She still looks a little svelte here.
Yeah.
How tall is she supposed to be?
We will see that when we go to the next one. Let's see. She shrinks to 150 centimeters. So she was 180 centimeters. Now she's shrinking to 150.
Yeah.
So in American,
I'm
that's
180 centimeters.
Okay, you're 180 centimeters.
That's what, 5'10", 5'11"?
Yeah.
And that's her at her tallest?
Yeah.
That's not Amazon.
Okay.
No, you were like 6'6".
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or,
All right.
or at least 6'2" or 6'3" for Amazon.
All right.
Because 5'10", 5'11" is supermodel.
Okay. Well, then she's supermodel, but she's tall. What can I say?
Supermodel's okay.
Now she's towering, and then she becomes petite. So
she does. Yeah. All right. Reverse shot.
Well, that's why I was asking. Like, is Gretchen supposed to be like 5'2", 5'4", and she's normally 5'6"?
And actually, Gretchen is this intermediate height, so that we can see how the transformation goes from big to small.
Oh man.
Which we see here in panel. What?
No, nothing.
So now
No.
Gretchen is taller than
Thora. Yes.
I was gonna make a joke about hitting a bunch of fetishes at once, but anyway.
I do my best.
Yeah.
But the thing said he didn't see the fetish content. I took that
I
as
thought
an
that was how
insult.
John was.
I'm like, you bastard! It's fine. Not obvious enough. Hold on.
He's taking
You
my.
got fetish for big girls? We got that. You got fetish for little girls? We got that.
We got all of it. Yeah, we got
John
growth
had,
and shrinking.
Someone was like, "Well, what fetish am I targeted yet in my work? Oh, not this one. Let's go."
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. He needs a little bit of expansion in there. So yeah. It's like
So we're.
Oh, and for all the lurkers, let me clarify. I meant not little, as in short.
Right.
Well.
There we go. We see the women.
Damn it, John! Get your foot out of your mouth.
Oh, wait. I was reading Paradox Road for a minute. I'm like, this doesn't match at all.
Oh.
Thor towers over Gretchen as she speaks the invocation to deactivate the magic. Page 2. Shrink lines and ghost images of a larger form surround Thor as she shrinks to 150 centimeters and 58 kilograms, which proves shorter than the nearby Gretchen. So we see her shrinking down. And then page 3. Gretchen looks on in sympathy as her fallen hero Thor prepares to venture out. Panel 4. Thor and Gretchen share an embrace. Panel 5. With sympathy, Gretchen watches from the stable as her distant master walks into the city, decked out in her governess armor, carrying a sword in a scabbard off of her hip. All right. Yeah, I like it. Does that look good? I like that. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, looks good.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah,
Liking the
okay, so
costumes.
if Gretchen is supposed to be normal height, then
Yes.
Yeah, if Gretchen got the magic gem, she'd be like 6 foot something Amazon.
Oh, I love it.
Ooh.
yes,
Write
basically.
Future
that down
plot
for a
detail.
future
Yeah.
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 Yeah, because maybe the magic gem only does it based on a percentage of what your original mass
yeah,
is.
exactly.
Yeah, or just like, a foot and a half,
like
right
yeah,
out. Let's
yeah.
go.
Exactly. Yeah, I looked at it as like a percentage thing. All right, page 10, panel 1, share screen, window. Here we go.
Okay.
Panel 1, foreground. Thor walks alongside Iskandar, a male young man of fair elven features. Her left
Young
hand,
male elf.
yeah, her left hand grips his right arm firmly as her stern demeanor broadcasts to all onlookers that they must respect her authority. Background: another governess in her late teens escorts a human male in his late 40s home down a well-lit fantasy town street where 2 other human females walk unescorted.
How dare they?
Yeah, looks good to me. Panel 2. Thora shoves Iskandar forward as she releases her grip on his right arm. Background: the open entrance to the tavern beckons.
What's beckoning?
Yeah. Looks good. Page. Ooh, she's so authoritative. Look at her. Look at her in charge and everything.
God
Panel
damn it.
3. Thora points her index finger as a gloved hand right at him as she gives him her admonishment, which he nervously
This is
accepts.
Palace of the Golden Dominatrix, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I mean,
Yes.
yeah.
Yo, let's do a collab with John. Palace of the Golden Dominatrix.
That's
no. All of a sudden,
book
the
for
marketability to my shit was went to shit.
Sorry,
That's the brand I've ever seen.
Hey.
That third Caesar with lunch. Oh,
we've already determined that the Rule 34 content is coming later, so it's like,
Page 4,
there will
frowning.
be parodies. Yeah.
Thora watches Iskandar walk through the entrance.
Yeah.
Panel 5. Wistful Thora wistfully listens to the music.
It's like, okay, yeah.
I wanted to make sure he got the note. There we go. Panel 6. If you put it in twice, he'll get it. See?
Yeah. He got it. He
knows it's important if you put it in word twice. POV. A patron looking out of the tavern sees Thora, lit by the light of the tavern, looking into the light for a source of hope. There we go. Oh God, look at that! Look at the cut of that armor.
He's like, God damn. Yeah, it's like.
I love that, yeah. Okay, so far I think pretty good.
Oh, you're gonna have some great covers from these.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I can already see the covers.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's I think that's as far as we got.
Sashi's gonna be like, "Damn it, Preston! Like, why are you paying me so much money?" No, it's
it's as I was explaining to my printer, I'm like, I give Miss Sashi whatever she asked for. Because
you had to explain it, yeah.
God, I think. I think that Silva that's the guy who just did those pencils. I think I'm paying more. I'm paying more.
Ouch.
Than I usually do.
Well.
I think his asking rate is like 150-ish or somewhere in there.
It looks like 150.
Yeah,
honestly.
But like you can negotiate down by saying I'm going to give you an entire book and probably an entire series, and then you go, so.
Maybe.
Yeah, but people work with me know I pay on time, so that helps.
Yeah, that helps.
Those are high-end pencils. So if you see people who can do
they look like it.
Yeah. All right. So we got we got some pages from Danny.
Are you saying that you actually deliver books? What?
I do deliver books.
Yeah.
I hear that's a problem with some people on the internet.
That is a problem. That is a problem. Yeah.
Yeah. Apparently.
All right. The Paradox Road.
Which is not actually the Paradox Road because I haven't actually entitled this fucking chapter.
Okay.
So drafted. So last time on Cygnus Imperium issue 3, we finally got home to Tezos. While Thorn is talking politics with the head of government, we get some flashbacks as to how terrible it was when the evil Imperial Stormtroopers took over last time, and
Those
all of our
bastards.
protagonists were kids. And now everything's fine. It's totally fine. There's a market, because apparently I like writing those this year. It's fine. And nothing could possibly go wrong. So let's have Larry, I think, was doing narration last time.
Yes.
We'll do that, and then we'll all three of us switch off roles. I'll do Snitch right now because she's only in a couple pages.
All right.
Okay.
So I guess I'm just hanging out. Let's do it.
You're just hanging out for now.
Hanging out for now. Okay.
All right. Page 9. Panel 1, exterior, Felicity, City Market Day. Reverse shot of 8.5. While Eric, Calamity, Ravana, and Ego run into the background, we see a woman ordering the sausage was Snitch. She is speaking into a hidden radio headset in her ear. She is holding a sausage in her other hand.
You were right, gang member Dame. Argent's going to give me a fortune for these meddling fools, and I'll finally be able to have my way with their Revandor.
Oh.
Yes. Panel 2, Snitch laughs maniacally. If you're showing anyone else in the background, they look confused because she's acting out. Panel 3, exterior, Felicity Spaceport. The gang runs towards Thorn and the governor.
All right, John, you can be Calamity.
Thorn, Governor Sarah, what's wrong?
New reports on the Transvoid. Argent's preparing to attack Calypso, and Preston can be Arik.
What? Why?
Labor action. The General Union is threatening to strike.
Uh-oh.
Now, what does it mean when it's block letters, but it's not bold?
It means that I have totally submitted the first draft to the writer's stream, and that's
Okay,
what
fair enough. All right.
Sorry, was that the answer?
Yeah. Panel 4. Everyone's looking really worried. Ravana and Ego are in the background letting the locals discuss their own politics.
Without access to the exotic matter mined on Calypso, our co-op has no chance of survival. We need to get there ASAP and de-escalate the situation. We don't need a war on our hands before an alliance even begins. And Preston, you get to be Thorn.
Does that mean...
Yes. The Council ratified the treaty this afternoon, before the news came. Now it's our duty to render assistance.
Panel 6, Governor...
Panel 5.
Don't worry about it. It's just there. Yeah, it's like...
Panel 5 was...
Oh, yeah. Cool.
Unneeded, yeah.
Yeah, I've done it. Yeah, panel 6. I had like 2 panel 6s in one page one time. Yeah, panel 6. Governor Sora hands the data crystal to Thorn.
Thorn, bring them this copy. And don't get caught. We don't need protectors snooping around right now, and your tank is hardly inconspicuous.
Panel 7. Thorn, Eric, and Calamity snap to attention and give a salute.
Hey, Governor.
What are you waiting for? Go!
Page 10 and 11. Spread. Panel 1. Exterior. Tezos atmosphere. X-wide shot of the Paradox zooming out of the spaceport and into the upper atmosphere of Tezos, burning trails of light across the sky.
You all heard the governor? We need to get to Calypso, render aid to the Union, and hopefully prevent Argent from noticing he's just lost 2 systems. You ready?
Panel 2, interior Paradox bridge. On the bridge, everyone's ready.
They're ready.
Yeah.
All right, and John, you get to be Ravana, who is got a great role in this issue, so have fun.
I'm ready. Be careful, Thorn. Argent has a penchant for starting fights he can't win.
I will prepare the med bay for action.
Calamity, prepare to jump.
Panel 3, exterior, Calypso void space. The Paradox folds space, arriving at Calypso. This is a mining and resource colony. There is a gas giant surrounded by rings of solid matter around which multiple moons visibly orbit. The center of one of which is habitable planet, ice-type planet.
I would want some art direction for what folding space looks like.
It's whatever the illustrator already did in issue 2.
Okay.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Sure.
Right.
Yeah.
So, I guess that's already been resolved and designed.
There we go.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
All right. In the gas giant, the rings on the least one of the non-habited moon. Okay. In the gas giant, the rings and on the least one of the habited moons, there are man-made satellites and space stations. A ship repair dry dock, huge industrial mining rigs, civilian shuttlecraft, and transport vessels moving every which way. In terms of the visuals here, the industrial machinery here ought to be the first stuff we see that really makes the Paradox look small in scale.
3, 2, 1, jump!
Page 11. Caption Locator. Planetscape Calypso Union. Okay. Page 12. Panel 1.
Yep.
Cool. Panel 1, exterior Calypso void space. Okay. As the Paradox makes its way through the hive of activity outside Calypso, there's a problem, which is the incoming Protector fleet now approaching in the distance. The smallest vessels are the size of the Protector cruiser destroyed in issue 2, present but not seen in an external view in issue 1, and they are led by the HMS Metal, Duke Argent's flagship, as a well-armed and extremely dangerous-looking destroyer.
Calamity, what's that?
Looks like a fleet is jumping in. They're protectors.
Dun, dun, dun.
How did they get here so soon? We only just left Tezos.
Panel
Was that
2.
literacy panels? Was my note terrible?
Yeah,
Eh,
it works.
I think it's better as one.
okay.
Panel 2, interior Paradox Bridge. Chairman Catan, male, old, vaguely Arabic-looking, wearing a futuristic upscale working clothes. He is a trade union organizer, after all. Appears on the view screen.
So
I would just say he looks like a Jew.
I mean,
No.
I was
And
thinking.
also, what does a Jew look like?
I was thinking like, did you want him in like coveralls? I mean, like union. Like, is he like almost grease monkey kind of stuff, or is this like distinguished?
Coveralls is definitely the word I'm looking for.
Okay, coveralls. All right, cool. Yeah.
All right. I'm actually going to send that note to my illustrator, who sent me a really non-apropos sketch of that character, literally while we were online just now.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, I
Chairman.
thought he was the union boss based on the description.
Right,
Is the
you know,
union boss.
Yeah, because when you talk about union, you know, if you show him with affluence, then okay, we're gonna understand he's not the guy who gets his hands dirty. He's the guy who politically gets his hands dirty. But if you show him in coveralls,
Right.
yeah. Chairman Catan, we're just on our way to. Who's Catan?
I am.
Darn.
Thorn,
Oh, go
it's
ahead.
good to see you, but there's no time to renegotiate our alliance. Argent's fleet just jumped in. If you want to protect Tezos, you need to get out of here now.
Panel 3, reverse shot. We see Thorn's head and left side only, passionately concerned.
Right, what is that?
What's that?
Yep.
Okay. Ego stands over his right shoulder, neutrally, holds out the data crystal to show it to Catan. There we go.
No, we're not going anywhere. This is a signed treaty showing that Tezos has ratified our alliance, and I won't let those fascist thugs make our hard work go to waste.
So what? You plan to damage that protector fleet with your single ship?
Panel 4. Pan over to Thorn's head on and right side. Now Thorn looks bloodthirsty and excited. Ravana is visible over his shoulder, obviously excited to start killing his usurpers.
Tezos honors its commitments, Catan. We plan to destroy that fleet with our single ship.
Panel 5. Exterior.
Fire up the wave motion gun.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. The Void. Paradox moves quickly to place itself between the fleet and the Calypso colony.
Thorn, new transmission incoming. It's the Protector flagship.
Page 13, panel 1, HMS Metal Bridge. Biggest panel, obviously. Yes. The bridges of the Protector flagship looks very much like the bridge of the Kodos from issue 1. But bigger. Yes.
It's Texas-sized.
Yes, it's the J.J. Abrams version, with way more people on it, working not only to operate the ship, but to command the rest of the fleet too. Duke Argent is in command. He is still dressed in similar weird formal clothes as in issue 2, but time has not been kind to him, as it has been to Ravana. He looks more twisted, corrupt, and insane than he used to be.
Who's Argent?
Okay, who gets to play Madman? Preston, you want to be Argent? You can play crazy asshole. It's just that.
So, colony, word of your labor dispute has reached us as far as my palace on Kanav, or Inav, or no, Anav. How do we spell that?
Anav.
Anav.
Ash.
It's the Greek letter that I don't.
Letter called Ash.
Okay.
It sounds like the A in father.
Okay. Anav, surely your leaders have convinced you this is all ploy to negotiate with me. Unfortunately, the exotic matter and minerals you produce here are necessary for the upkeep of my fleet and continued peace in my domain.
That is not domain.
That is domain.
That is dimension.
It is domain.
Whatever. I hereby inform.
Fine, touchy. It's happening. Are you happy?
I see this word a lot. I've just never actually had to pronounce it before. I know in like some feudal something, it's a feudal something. It's like a fiefdom or something.
Oh, I thought you spelled the word wrong.
No.
Nope.
I hereby inform you that neither your services nor your lives are required. My protectors shall hereby annex this colony. So decrees Ethne Argent the First Duke for the Imperium.
Yes.
There you go. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Panel 2, Interior Paradox Bridge. The Tenzians, or anyway, Tezians. There we go. That's a good way to pronounce it. Are all distracted by Ravana, who is extremely angry. Yes. Jean, I believe this is your.
3 centuries of independence, and this is the best Argent can do. He never deserved to rule. None of them did.
Ravana, are you going to be all right to pilot?
Prepare for combat. Eric, prepare to fire all weapons. Calamity, get to the engine room. Thorn, coordinate with Calypso Control. I go on me.
Panel 3, HMS Metal Bridge. One of the navigation officers turns to Argent.
Your Grace, one ship signal on intercept course 1,500 meters per second and gaining configuration unknown. Hail them.
Sorry.
That's okay. Panel 4, Ravana's angry face appears on the view screen of the HMS Metal. It looks like he's screaming directly into the souls of everyone on board.
Is that...
Am I Argent?
You are Argent.
What the? You're alive! Not for long, Ravana. Not while I have a breath left in my... Argent, you ungrateful miscreant.
I thought Don was being Ravana.
John,
Yeah.
you're
Was
on.
I? Oh,
Yes.
Argent, you ungrateful miscreant. Give me my empire back!
14.
Page 14, yes. Panel 1, the
We
void.
have a lot of emotions. This is
yes,
a lot of
emotion.
Preston loves this shit, right? It's
Yes.
I love this shit.
Yeah,
I love
yeah.
this stuff. I want to see.
Someone died and had an emotional reaction earlier.
That's right.
You saw
I mean,
that.
I think, see, if they would have brought like Star Wars to me for like the trilogy, it would have been more like a telenovela. I'm like, this is how we get representation. We need
Have
to
you
flatten
seen
it up a
the
little bit.
prequels? Because that was worse than many telenovelas.
No.
I like Sad. I mean, I don't like Sad because it's rough in my butt.
Look, all I'm saying, when I see those telenovelas, like they're like the women, they're so passionate, but instead we get Jar Jar Binks and whatnot.
Jar Jar's pretty passionate. So.
All right.
Page 14, panel 1, exterior of the void. The Paradox faces the fleet of starships, kind of like in Captain Marvel. Ooh, it looks like it's vastly outnumbered and outgunned. Yeah.
Protector, target incoming vessel, and fire at will!
Panel 2, more of a profile view. The Protector ships are firing on the Paradox. But it's dodging too quickly. It's also giving itself covering fire via the missile launchers on its back.
We can take the fleet, Catan, but we need to distract them.
Support fighters scrambling. Thorn, what do you need?
Do you have a way to keep the Protectors from spreading out?
Panel 3, exterior, the new Stockford Station. A fleet of small fighters erupts from the shuttle bays of the new Stockford Station, and some of the smaller mining concerns visible near to it. The gun batteries on the outside of the station whir to life and start firing lasers out into the void, attempting to prevent the Protector fleet from spreading out.
We have a defensive battery for asteroid control. What should we...
Charge them up. Keep those Protectors grouped together.
Panel 4, the Protector ships are still focusing their fire on the Paradox. It gets hit. A blast goes right through one of the wings and one of its legs.
We're hit.
Ravana, evasive maneuvers, Calamity, double burn. We need to get closer to that fleet.
Page 15, panel 1. HMS Metal Bridge. Argent commands his crew maniacally.
That ship, destroy it now!
Panel 2, the Void. Bigger panel. The Paradox covers its chest with its arms to protect itself from the hail of railgun fire.
Yeah, I missed that.
Yeah.
Yeah, what was that
sure exactly what this was.
The ZZ Top here?
That was back when we were talking about the Union boss.
Oh, yeah.
Check then, yeah.
ZZ Top, yeah. Right.
I can see his ZZ Top beard on him.
Yeah.
Panel 3, interior Paradox Bridge. Some of the consoles of the Paradox Bridge are ablaze. Thorn, Calamity, and Ego are using fire extinguishers to put out the flames. Eric still at her console, and Ravana is still doing the combat piloting.
Damage report.
Shielding took a beating, sir. Down 20%.
Primary weapons down. Ravana, if we can close the distance, I think we...
On it.
Panel 4, HMS Metal Bridge. One of the weapons officers turns to speak to Argent.
Why have you stopped firing?
Sir, we can't. We'll hit our own ships.
Keep firing, assholes.
Yeah. Panel 5. Argent slaps the officer with the backhand so hard that he or she falls to the ground. If we show anyone in the background, they have a look of shock. What the fuck is going on?
I care. Keep firing. This is almost baseball's
Keep
line.
firing, assholes.
Keep firing, assholes.
He's an asshole, sir.
Jesus Christ, this is a random asshole.
Oh, man. Page 16, Panel 1. The Void. The Paradox is finally within punching range of one of those protector ships. It wastes no time ripping through them through the hull, aided by a huge blast fired from the HMS Metal that nearly misses it, but does successfully blow up one of the ship's engines. Uh-oh.
Keep your fighters engaging them, Catan, but watch out for the crossfire.
Will do. We can do this.
That's what allies do.
Boo! Power of friendship, bitches.
There we go. Friendship is magic.
The Paradox kicks a gun off another protector ship.
Your Grace, the fleet reports significant damage from friendly fire in those Calypso fighters. What do we do?
Destroy that vessel!
Panel 3. The Paradox lands on the hull of the HMS Metal like a feral animal.
Your Grace, it's on the hull.
Panel 4. HMS Metal Bridge. Archer is confused, but still insane with anger.
What? Can we shake it?
Sir, fleet reporting.
I'm the little John. What?
Hemmed in by anti-mass weaponry, no firing solution available that maintains your safety.
Fine. Arm the proton fusion cannon. We'll destroy the colony and rebuild it from scratch.
That's one way to do it. Panel 5. The massive forward gun on the HMS Metal begins glowing, gathering energy for a deadly shot on the colony.
Okay. This page feels like it has too many panels, I think. Sorry, no self. Too many panels.
I believe you are Catan.
Too many
Who's Catan?
I think Danny is.
I am definitely Catan. Sorry.
Yeah.
That was important. Thorn, we're reading a massive energy reading for that flagship.
We're on it. I won't let Argent have his way.
Panel 6. Running across the hull of the ship, the Paradox hits the proton fusion cannon with a rush punch so powerful it leaves waves of energy at the point of impact. The cannon is intact, but the moorings attached to it, to the hull, are smashed to bits. Sorry.
No damage. We can't let Argent destroy Calypso. What do we do?
I'll take care of it.
Dun, dun, dun.
Uh-oh. We're out of pages.
We are.
I mean, there's not very many more pages.
Oh.
Yeah. I like the intensity. Lots of both. Yes, exactly. That's what I was thinking. Yeah. Like,
yes.
I like it when people show emotions. You certainly gave me a whole bunch of emotions.
Yes.
So we had people
emoting for making you read this.
Yeah.
So we had people in space emoting over some high stakes, right? The whole galaxy is like,
or at least the planetoid is.
Yeah, or at least the
yeah.
And we had a big space battle. We got a lot of action. I'm happy. So, all right, Larry, what do you think?
I'm also very happy. I love over-the-top bad guys, so it's always nice to see one. Yes, especially when they're, screaming at their subordinates and telling them to kill their own men and stuff like that. That's always good. Yeah. It's cliche, but it's good. It works for a reason. Yeah. Yeah.
John.
It was a lot of fun. A lot of crazy stuff going on, and it was very very exciting.
Punching robots. Yeah.
So, where did I misstep and what could I improve?
Preston had some bits.
Did I don't know. I mean,
I don't know.
Seemed all right. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. How could we? All right. So I mean, like look, we got all the basics there. Space battle. I mean, it's cliche.
That's okay.
Yeah, I didn't say it was bad. Before the areas where we could improve. Well, I mean, we might do a little.
The only thing I could really think of is that you have a lot of characters, and I don't really know what the difference is or I don't know anything about them individually, you know?
Yeah.
Like, they're all kind of the same. They all kind of talk the same, except the crazy ones.
Right.
They all kind of talk the same. I don't really know of any of them that, you know, they have a specific function or something that, you know, only they can do. And, you know, I don't know. That could just be from jumping into the middle of the third issue and not being familiar with the first issue. But it did kind of seem like the characters were all kind of homogenous, and it didn't really matter which character was saying what. Except for, like, Argent.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna agree with the note that the characters do seem to speak with a rather similar voice. So yeah, I could see some dialogue tweaking. That's about it. All right.
Okay.
Larry, you got anything?
No, actually, I think that's a really good point. That would be the only thing. I was kind of feeling the same way. It's a little, I mean, other than, you know, the fact that their names are on screen or whatever, it is kind of a little hard to.
Yeah, like if I grabbed a line from a character, except for your crazy villain, it's going to be hard to go, oh, was that Thorn, or was that Ravana, or was that Argent? Like those characters all sound very similar.
Well, dialogue definitely needs a pass for that then.
Yeah.
Because that seemed like he came across a little bit clearer in the first half when we read it last week. So that's my bad.
Yeah. But there we go.
Yes.
Well, thanks so much, guys. And we had laughs.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
There was much laughing in a positive way.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, exactly. Positive laughing. Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Still a success.
Yeah. So I think that's all we had for this evening.
Yeah.
Hopefully next week I'll have some more righteous pencils. My campaign for Guinevere has gone well. It's currently $9,400.
Wow.
Nice. 14 days to go. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is
the second campaign too.
Wait, this is the second time it's bad too.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. Yeah.
No, but it's on the cover.
But I was told that you don't make any money off of your comics.
I don't. Yeah.
Oh man.
Look. It's just that I am so comfortable providing such good value that I don't really concern myself with whether the patrons reward me for my efforts or not. But I'm happy when they do.
Yeah. That's good. It's a good way to do it.
Yeah. Awesome. All right. Well, that's all we got for this week. I'll see everybody next week.
All right.
Plan.
All right. Thanks.
Yeah.
Good night, everybody.
Guys, everybody.